name's Sean Wilson. I'm one of the men of the Mount, and this is James. James is just over 2 days old. He's the child of two very good friends of mine, and I got to meet James a little bit after he was born, and one of the interesting things was I called him Peter. And it was a bit unfortunate because of course his name's not Peter, but it is the name of his older brother. And I was trying to figure out, why did I call him Peter? You know, for so long we had talked about James. We said, oh, who's James going to look like? Is he going to look like his dad? Is he going to look like his mom? Is he going to look like one of his siblings? We talked about James, what he's going to be like, what it's going to be like to have another boy in the family, what his older sisters are going to think of him. So we had talked about James a whole lot. And when James came out, I don't think I was actually ready to meet a person. That he is really here, that James just isn't an idea. James just isn't something that makes a belly grow bigger. But James is actually a real person. And talking about him was nothing compared to actually getting to hold James in my arms. It was incredible. And I think sometimes we have the same thing happen with Jesus, where we can talk about Jesus all day, you know. Faith is great, Jesus is great, but until we actually meet Jesus, until we actually get to look at him, until we actually get to know Jesus, we just don't know how absolutely incredible that can be. And it happens all the more intensely when we meet him in the Eucharist, where we actually get to hold Jesus, where we actually get to touch him, we actually get to taste Jesus Christ in the Eucharist. And so that it's just like holding that baby that you've talked about for so long and is now a reality. Jesus, who sometimes we talk about, sometimes we learn about, we actually get to meet him, and we get to look at him, and we get to gaze upon him. So that's what James taught me. He taught me that it's so much better to learn the actual person and to meet him. There's so many things that you can learn from a baby, and that's just a little bit. I'm Sean Wilson, one of the men of the Mount, and this is James.